I'm good.
To put value on the you do that one time.
Fire, yeah.
First of all, I started Ashanti Bees in 2012 as a jewelry line. You know what I mean? I started as a jewelry line. I had made bracelets like this right here. The Ashanti Bees, you already know that. So we started out with the Ashanti Bees, which is a jewelry line, and then that progressed into a clothing line. So that's how that started. So basically what it is Ashanti Bees is just a jewelry line. It started out as a jewelry line, like I told y'all before. It's just bracelets, you know, and the bracelets also was made to push the culture forward. It was made to elevate the culture. You know what I mean? When I brought this out, nobody had ever seen nothing like this, you know what I mean? And I came out with this, and basically what I wanted to do was represent the African colors, which was the yellow or the gold, if you will, which represents our wealth. Got the green right here, which represents the land, and then we have the red right here, which represents the bloodshed that we all died for, you know, for our independence and to basically be who we are, you know. So it's deeper than fashion, you know what I mean? It's been here forever, you know what I mean, and it's a reason why it's been here, because we were supposed to be using it. But I feel like our people, like I said, it was depreciated and we didn't really value it. So when I saw that, I just wanted to take that advantage and take that opportunity to innovate the sign, you know what I mean, and elevate it at the same time, you know what I mean. I knew that would bring people to, you know, try to imitate or try to duplicate what I'm doing, but I really don't pay attention to that, you know. I used to let it bother me, but I really don't pay attention to it, you know. I just do my lane because I know that I'm called for something, and I just do what I gotta do, you know. I can't really pay nobody who's trying to do what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I can only focus on doing what I'm doing, you know. So basically that's it with the impersonators and all that. They know where it's coming from, basically. You know, everybody know where it's coming from when they see that. So it is Ashanti Bees. Yeah, man, it's $100, man. It's $100, you know. $100 ain't nothing, you know. Our people spend 800,000 on YSL, Gucci, Louis Vuitton. So I feel like, you know, what's 100 to show appreciation to your culture. You know what I mean? To show appreciation to your culture, it was really meant to elevate the J sign. You know what I mean? Because where I'm from, it's not really, I wouldn't say respected, but I feel like it's appreciated its value, and it was really given to us for us to really do something with it. You know, so that's what I'm doing right now, just doing something with it, you feel me? Another reason why I also, you know, I was propelled to even make it $100 is because, you know, I was influenced by a few people, you know. I was influenced by also one of these rappers from LA, Nipsey Hussle, who he had, you know, sold a CD, his mixtape for $100. You know what I mean? And I was there that day. You know, I saw with my own eyes, and I knew that, you know, if he could do that with a mixtape, you know, I could do that with clothing, you know what I mean, and have a meaning towards it too, you know what I mean. So I was influenced by that move right there, and you know, you just gotta watch how bosses move, and you'll move like a boss too. I wouldn't say it's hard for me. It's hard. It would be hard for somebody else, you know what I mean, because I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I know where I'm heading. It's not really hard to sell because it's really the elevation of mine. You know what I mean? That I'm really getting at. You know, like I said, $100 is nothing. It's just money. But the mentality of having to pay $100 for something like that, it's like you value it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people value it because a lot of people are buying it. You know, and a lot of people, it resonates with a lot of people. You know what I mean? It's not just the value part, but also the sign, what it means to them. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's what's grabbing the customers. You know what I mean? So it's not really hard. It has its moments, you know, but once people get it, they get it. You know what I mean? I think think they like it, man. I think they like it. I feel like we lack support, man, you know. I feel like we lack a lot of support in the Ghanaian community. You know what I mean? It'll be way better if, I mean, we would have better results if we were to stick together. You know what I mean? The Ghanaian community is very separated, I believe, especially in New York City. But you know, we gonna grind it, we gonna do what we gotta do. They love it though, I know they love it. You know, you can't deny your culture, you can't deny where you're from, you know. I have Spanish people loving the brand, I have, you know, black people loving the brand, like multicultural, you know what I mean, because it spreads out and it reaches people. And you know, people love what I'm doing. It's positive. Yeah, I do. Let me think about it.
I'm good.
Yeah, man, I got a lot of funny stories, man. When I could think about, you know, one of my boys, Kev, he actually a model. You know what I mean? One of my boys, Kev, had purchased a shirt. You know what I mean? Went out to Miami, and then another person purchased a shirt, the same shirt, you know, this one right here, the $100 one. You know what I mean? The white one. And they wore the same shirt, went to the same club, took pictures, tagged me on Instagram. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, hold up, y'all was at the same place. So Kev called me up like, yo, I seen somebody with your $100 shirt, I got the same one on. You know, so I was like, yo, what a coincidence. But you know, I love stories like that. That was a little funny story that, you know, stuck with me. Oh man, I see Ashanti bees in a higher level. First of all, you know, we have Ashanti bees, but then like I said, we have the clothing line, villi'age. You know what I mean? I see both of them excelling at a high level in 5 years. You know, we already in the hip hop industry. You know, we already in the African music industry. You know, as you've seen, maybe you've seen Stormboy, artists like Stormboy wearing, you know, villi'age. You've seen Vito wearing villi'age. You've seen Ketchup from Ghana wearing villi'age. So even Obrafour, you know what I mean? So we out here doing what we gotta do. So in 5 years, I see a lot of people rocking villi'age and Ashanti Beats jewelry. Yeah, man, if you got a dream, man, just keep on working on it, man. Keep on working on it, no matter how slow it is, no matter how, you know, long it's taking, you know what I mean? No matter how many people is telling you can't do it, you know what I mean? You just gotta close your mind and focus on doing what you gotta do, because nobody's really gonna give you nothing in this world. You gotta go out there and get it yourself. Most definitely. When I started Ashanti Bees, I was working with a non-profit organization, you know, which was building libraries. So I was involved in one of the libraries they built, which was in a rural community in Ghana, which they didn't have access to books and stuff like that. And I also was involved in a charity fundraising for I don't know if y'all remember last 2 years there was a big fire in Ghana. You know what I mean? And we just raised a couple of monies to go help people there who lost their families and who just ain't have nothing. You know what I mean? So we're gonna continue doing that. If you have any donations, I mean, if you have any charities, you know what I mean, that you're a part of, just contact us, gmhvisions.com. We'll be happy to, you know, be a part of that. You know, because we're really doing big things, man. We're really helping out and we're really pushing the culture forward, elevating it. Find my stuff in www.ashantibees.com, man. It's the flyest African clothing line you could ever, you know what I mean? We starting out because there's nobody out here that's really doing it, so we elevating ourselves. You know, it's been so long since we had something to elevate ourselves or to really connect to. So for so long we've been pouring our monies into other brands that don't really it's not really for our culture. You know what I mean? The last time we had something like that was Fubu, and that was a long time ago. You know what I mean? So villi'age, man, villi'age is where we at with it, and it's coming straight from the motherland. AshantiBees.com.
You violate.